Well, we pulled over to stop here at this dam, and that's a penstock. That's not a penstock. That's a turbine. It comes from a penstock dam, and we happen to see that this dam generates a whole lot of electricity for such a small water drop. And I'm going to walk over here and keep the video going. Well, this is going to be a Where Is Bob Today? Might be difficult if you don't know where my destinations and origins are. So we'll keep that out for a bit here. And that is as far as I can go without revealing a name on the side of the building over there. Everything else is pretty mysterious. I'll tell you what, this is one of the most important dams in the nation, if not the world. It has a lot to do with why you're speaking English today. And that's kind of a clue right there. Let's think about where Bob is today. Yep. It's a good looking dam. When do you think this was built? I mean, it looks pretty recent. Last 20 years? 40 years? 60? It's the interstate highway and something else. I don't know, probably road, which I really don't know. But I'm standing underneath him. That's where the platform is. Well, just remember that your big clue here is it's a big reason why you're speaking English. While you're chewing on that, let's go talk to Yvette and Mike. We're talking to Yvette and Mike, right? From Denver. So what put you on this train in the first class section?
Headed to Chicago for vacation.
Headed to Chicago for vacation? Chicago's back that way, buddy. I don't know how to tell you. You're done with Chicago. So what was your vacation?
2 Cubs games and just seeing the city.
Cubs games?
Yeah.
He took you to a Cubs game and
Yes,
you bought off on that?
Oh, yeah.
You're a great girlfriend, or wife, or whatever you are.
I went for moral support, but at the end of the day, I really enjoyed it.
Oh boy, a Cubs game, that's great, man. You got it wired. She'll go with you? You the man. All right, take care. Well, have you figured it out yet? No? Let's talk to this couple I met in the airport. Okay, now it says we're taping. What's your name?
I'm Laura.
Laura? Hi. My name is Bob.
Hi.
And I'm traveling with Parkinsons. And we're here with Laura and
I'm Johnny.
Johnny. Laura and Johnny, first names only, all right? Well, I'm going to ask you guys, why did I stop here to talk to you? Because Johnny hopped up and did something for me, right? Grabbed me a wheelchair and turned it around and said, hey, why don't you sit here? Well, thank you. How did you know that I had Parkinson's?
Well, I didn't. Didn't take too much of a guess to figure that out, but didn't know. Michael Tom had Parkinson's and lived with it for about a decade and a half. So
Did a good long run.
No, he had a great run. So seen it, know it.
All right, well, thank
It's a
you for
thing.
that. I do appreciate it. And I also got to meet her because you were doing it. And what
She's
brings
the one you really want to know, anyway.
Yeah, she's better looking than you are, but
Absolutely.
but then you're better looking than me, so we're even. So
I'm not touching that one, man.
yeah. So you guys ride bikes too, huh?
Yeah.
After the rag ride, we got to talking about all the bikes we ride and things.
Yeah. I mean,
and you started
just
out.
finished Rag Ride.
Yeah, that's
This was,
right.
What,
And-
450 miles across Missouri?
Tell me about it. I already knew that.
I know about every.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, I was there at the finish too. That's what counts. Anyway, so we all know about the rag ride and all that stuff. What kind of riding do you do?
I like to do brevet.
Say that again.
So brevet, B-R-E-V-E-T.
There, brevet.
So-
Okay. So like short brevet.
Yeah.
That's what I would say, brevet, because I don't speak French.
Yeah, brevet.
Brevet.
Aldox.
Yeah.
You could call it long distance unsupported time trialing.
Cool.
But
It's against
not really,
yourself.
Yeah, it's not really a time trial. Just like nobody wins, nobody loses.
I think you would like. I think you would like rag ride. When you see the video that I sent you, you're gonna like it. We'll see you there next year. See you too. You don't have to ride behind him. Bring your own bike. You like the electric? Bring it.
That's right.
The view's better. All right, love you guys. And you were
Laura.
Lauren.
Yeah,
All right. See you next time.
All right.
These were just a couple of really nice folks sitting around the airport, saw me walking by, saw I needed some help because I was struggling a bit. And he walks out with a wheelchair and says, "You want this?" I said, "Great, yeah, thanks." And turns out he's a bike rider too and rides in brevet. and she had met him by riding behind him on a tandem. Now that's a tough act. Because all she gets to do is look at his butt for whatever how many miles they ride. Anyway, she was in a wheelchair for a reason herself, and I'm not going to reveal that, but she had her own movement sort of going on. She didn't choose to talk about it, so I'm not going to reveal it here, but these people were so nice to me just out of nowhere. Had a nice time talking about things that we had in common. You're going to run into a lot of that when you travel in airports and train stations and whatnot. I'll tell you some stories about what I did at the train station in Chicago a couple of nights ago. It was pretty scary, but I was saved by some good Samaritans. It's not always going to happen that way, but you know what? There's a lot more good people out there than bad. I want you to know that. There are good people out there. Just open your eyes and they're there. Don't look at your television. Look around you. They're there. Anyway, have some fun out there, would you? And let's go on to where we were a few minutes ago. All right? So Otto wanted me to stop here at the Al Haynes Museum at Sioux City Airport. So named for a local hero that they had there, Al Haynes. And I wanted to have a picture made with what he called his cousin. I didn't know why at the time, but it turns out they're pretty good pictures. I thought they were okay.
You're okay for a doofus.
Doofus? Okay, thanks. Thanks, Otto.
Hey, you know what, doofus? If the shoe fits.
Seems like Otto is always just being rude and crude and socially unacceptable. But a couple of things I want to talk to you about first. So let's get rid of the tips and go on. Well, I guess I'm 69 years old here next month, and I guess I'm allowed to pass along one thing now and then to you. I will pass this along to you this time, and it is that if you aren't feeling like the luckiest person in the world that you can get up every morning on this side of the dirt and do things and enjoy God's world, then you're doing it wrong, buddy. First thing you need to do is be grateful that you're even here and able to take a breath every day. I get up every morning and I'm grateful just to be alive. And if you want to enjoy your life, you can start at no better place than to be grateful that you even have one at all. So that's my tip for the day. And I hope that you get up tomorrow morning and look at the sky and say thank you to somebody, as I do every morning. So with that, I wanted to also tell you where you were in the world with that other thing. So I'm going to turn off the music and we'll talk about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me present the Kentucky Dam. It's the largest dam on the Tennessee River, and it's part of the Tennessee Valley Authority. A huge project that was started during the war to provide the energy, the electrical power, to refine this stuff called yellow cake. Yellow cake is the source of uranium, and it took a lot of energy in those days to refine it down into weapons-grade atomic bomb material, fissile atomic bomb material. Took all of these dams on this river and huge amounts of power to refine that stuff. You can read about it in your encyclopedia, and it will tell you a lot more. But this was the largest of the dams and extremely important to the fact that you're still speaking English. Now, of course, it produces a lot of energy and a lot of flood control and all that stuff, and irrigation for the farmers, which is called beating your weapons into plowshares. But that's what they've done now with it. It's still very important. But as bad as the reason was it was built, today it produces a lot of stuff for the good, and we can be grateful for that. Kentucky Dam. I guess that ought to just about do it for this episode. Just remember, tomorrow is a brand new day. What are you going to do with it when you get up? Make a good day of it, and I wish you fair winds following seas in your endeavors. May the warm sun always be on your face. This is Bob. I'll see you next time. Take care.